Okay, guys. So we got Ryan and Wilson here. We kind of
Hello.
Hello.
came up. Sorry, sorry. Say hello again.
Hello.
Hello. How y'all doing, y'all?
First one was Ryan, and the second one was Wilson, just so that you guys kind of get a name to the sound of their voices. We
Yes,
kind of
sir.
got a tentative. That was a horror movie esque. I'm sorry. um, but yeah, we kind of got a tentative name for our podcast, guys. We're gonna kind of stick with the Fates Twisted podcast for now, until we come up with something better. The unholy Hello Cacophony.
Hello.
All right, so we got a couple things on the docket to talk about today. Um, First and foremost, I talked to Wilson, and he kind of agrees with me. And this is something where I think I get to listen to Ryan actually say something, say W big company, which is something we never hear, right? So let's get into it, right?
All right.
So
Mhm.
Subnautica, they are created. Just a little bit of preface knowledge for you, Ryan. They're created
Mhm.
by the indie dev company Unknown Worlds. Um,
Okay.
I want to say at some point they were bought by Krafton, and they've been working on Subnautica 2 for quite a while, actually. Um, and recently they put their foot down and fired slash released the three founders of Unknown Worlds. This
Okay.
comes right as uh, they were supposed to release, I want to say, third or fourth quarter of this year.
Mhm.
The alpha. If they did well, the entire dev team was going to make bank. Like if they
A
made their
Right.
lot of
numbers,
money.
they had a cash prize. Like this is a nice little chunk of change for them. If
Genuinely like life-changing money amount.
yeah,
Okay.
um, so they're like, all right, we got this, and then they fired the devs or the founders, and everybody's over here like and then postponed the game to next year. That was the biggest thing. They didn't release it this year. They postponed it to 2026, which everybody is like,
Okay.
why? Especially
Yeah.
if you know that this basically means they're not going to hit numbers. They aren't going to get that bonus. You're just
By the
firing
way,
these
the
people.
bonus was for $250 million we split across the team.
How big's the team?
Uh,
Let me double check actually.
Wilson is quiet. Okay, give me a sec.
I'm quiet. Oh hell nah.
I
Make me louder.
he also was. I haven't adjusted Discord audio at all, so it could just be that he wasn't near his microphone.
Nah, I'm the same distance. Let me
Oh,
check my team size for Unknown
Yeah.
Worlds. So around like 200 employees ish.
Okay.
oh, okay. I
Yeah.
was not
So
aware. I thought it was a smaller team.
But to be fair, $250 million split across 200 people is
I said you needed to
a
be
lot
louder,
of money.
Wilson, not eat
no,
after
yeah,
mid.
that's why I was more curious how big the team was because
Yeah, that's a
makes
still a
it a
ton of
little bit
money.
more significant on the split, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay, so
Yeah,
um, that's where we were at before today. The
Yeah, it's
founding
1.2
devs.
mil per.
yeah.
Yeah. So the founding devs were basically starting up a lawsuit because of this loss of huge amounts of money. They
Hmm.
started up a lawsuit against Krafton saying, "Hey, you're in breach of contract by delaying the game and forcing us not to meet quota."
Yeah.
And so Krafton, quote unquote, there was a leak about the devs, and then shortly after, the Krafton came out and approved, saying, "Yeah, no, this leak is correct. This leak is true." Now, the leak, what did it say? Um, Basically, it said that the founding devs were let go because they were forsaking their duties and failing to meet expectations. They were fired due to their use of AI in they're trying to make an AI movie, which you can actually find. When
Another.
that movie was found, everybody turned against those founders because Krafton fired them because they are making an AI movie and not working on Subnautica 2. So
Okay.
the key thing that everybody was fighting for was, okay, well then you need to give the other devs a chance. So recently they put out a thing saying that they will be first and foremost paying out a portion to all of these devs that have been working this year, because they will be, yes, technically breaching the contract, but they will also in 2026, if the game makes what they said that they were supposed to make, will be getting another bonus. They will get the original bonus. Krafton has now
Okay, so they're
shown,
extending the deadline
yes,
pretty much.
they're extending the
Okay.
Yeah,
deadline and
just a
giving
delay.
compensation.
Yeah.
Krafton
Okay.
no longer has any monetary ties to these founders getting fired. They are making everything right in this instance. Now, how things develop moving forward, we don't know. But to me, that's a huge W for the game.
If the founders were hiding the fact that they were not working on Subnautica and were instead working on the AI movie, then that's a pretty big problem. But then
Yes.
again, the AI stuff, was that on company time or their personal time? That's my question.
Regardless, they were not, the big thing was that they were not put, I'm gonna guess it was on company time, because of the fact that they were specifically fired because they were not working, basically. Like the
Technically,
terminology that they used was like the 3 founders that got fired were not putting in the effort that they said they were going to put into the project.
Yeah, no, technically, if it was company time or not, it might not matter depending on NDA contracts.
Fair.
Sometimes when
Yes.
you sign those, you
Oh,
are
not
tied
Krafton.
to not working on other projects because you're supposed to
True.
be sole dedicated to the one. So, and that's pretty
Mhm.
common.
Like a no compete contract or
Yeah,
clause,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Makes
So if
current,
they had one of that, then it wouldn't matter if it was on personal time or not. They were working on a different project when they shouldn't have been.
yeah.
Fair.
Uh,
Yeah.
but would you not say, Ryan, that this is a W for Krafton versus the indie devs in this instance?
I mean, to be fair,
I
they're not
don't.
really indie devs. They're like a publisher. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's
That's
true.
another
They're
thing.
like they're. I would put
They're-
them up in like double A.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in
okay,
like
that's
that
fair.
Larian
I guess
level.
bigger
Um,
company W.
Would I say W Corporation? No, because I'm not going to congratulate a fish for knowing how to swim. It did
That's
what
fair.
it's
It's their
supposed
job.
to do in this
Yeah.
situation. They saw something of higher ups breaking contract, breaking rules, and instead of letting them slide by like every other company does, they just actually enforce the rules.
Yeah.
So good
That's fair.
job, you did what
Cool.
you were supposed to do.
Okay, but hey, you gotta give credence where or you have to give credit where
It
credit
could
is
be
due.
worse. This could be
It-
Microsoft.
I was about
No,
to say,
for sure.
this could
For
be
sure.
this also is our segue into that topic.
Oh god.
Microsoft, what the hell are you doing? Wilson, do you want to take,
Nah.
or Ryan, do you want to take this one?
Oh God, Microsoft. Okay,
Microsoft, bro.
as somebody who has outside of Nintendo been primarily Microsoft for games for third party stuff. I'm not buying the next console. I had no interest in the handheld. I now have negative interest in the handheld. I actually feel like they
Speaking
need to
of the-
pay me.
Ryan, speaking of the handheld, this is gonna be a side tangent. We got leaks for the price of the handheld actually.
Is it is it above 850?
We got prices based off Google metadata associating with the Asus ROG website actually. This is specifically, I think, euros and not USD.
Okay.
It's going to be 600 euros and 900 euros respectively, translating to USD is going to be ballpark $700 and $1,050 for the X version.
All right. That's roughly,
Wow.
unfortunately, where I was expecting it to go.
Because the
Yeah.
ROG is already pretty expensive. It's already hovering $800, $900 already.
Yeah.
No, that's there was a lot of speculation that this would be between like 850, 900 on a bunch of different finance websites.
Yeah.
So that being literally the dead center of what the two prices are, that makes sense.
Yep.
Nobody buy this, first of all.
Microsoft never
Yeah.
subsidizes anything, so yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So with that, so Microsoft. Okay, that makes a lot of this even worse too when you think about it. So
Back to
Microsoft.
Yeah.
So Microsoft it has this handheld coming out at extremely overpriced because it's just Xbox Series S and X hardware in a handheld. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They also have laid off. What was the total number? It was about 12,000.
Nine. Okay,
What?
it's 9,000 across Microsoft. I don't know
Right.
about Xbox Game Studios specifically, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, because there was
I think it's
multiple.
fine to still just kind of like encapsulate this as one big thing. So we'll
That's
say
insane.
9,000. I saw somebody saying a little higher, but we'll say 9,000. 9,000 employees across all of Microsoft between the actual computer development, between Xbox, between all of their subsidiaries, everything laid off, completely just removed because Xbox and Microsoft are switching, as unfortunately expected, to a
Yeah.
AI based development.
Yep.
So they're removing people to use AI to do their job, essentially saying, quote, to make development more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And
Love
it's
it.
disgusting. It's terrible. And
Yes.
I will not be purchasing whatever their next console is. When my computer breaks, I am 100% getting a Mac. I'm not. Microsoft is a $3 trillion company. They can afford to have people do their job,
Yeah.
and
fun
they're
fact,
deciding not to.
Tell if you can open the bottom link, the one I'm highlighting in the document, and show it on screen. Funnily enough,
Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah, the one I'm highlighting. Yeah, you just open that and show it on screen, please.
Yeah. Before you get talking.
So
Before you get talking.
yeah,
Let me switch this over. Because I don't have desktops shown. Inception.
Inception.
All right, here we go. Microsoft employee criticized for advertising Xbox graphics role using AI slop artwork just weeks after massive layoffs.
So a couple of days ago, in LinkedIn, the land of the spies, pretty much. One
Yeah.
Microsoft employee sent out a job recruit image saying, "Hey, you want to work at Xbox? We need a graphic designer." So you know what they attached? This really horrendous AI artwork of someone using a computer with a monitor backwards,
But yeah, you see it.
with the code just backwards. And they're using, by the way, that's not even the Xbox. There's several things wrong here. First, that's not the Xbox color of green. Okay.
No.
Mm.
not.
Oh, sorry.
The
There's
code
two different.
is reversed.
There's two different shades of green.
There's two different shades of green.
Look on the right. You could see the break.
Yep. There's the code's on the backwards, right? And
Yep.
since this is Microsoft, why in the God's hell is the girl showing the image using Apple earbuds? The graphic design 101. Don't show your competitors, but okay.
You know what's funny? Because they're posting this saying they need a graphic designer, and they post this, it screams, "You need a graphic designer."
We need someone
Yes.
to make stuff, please.
That
They could have
is-
just Microsoft painted it. Not gonna lie, it probably would have done miles better, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But yeah, there's that.
Yeah, so the Microsoft thing is really bad. A lot of people lost their jobs, and a lot of livelihoods are going to be affected. They are choosing to not pay people and use garbage generic generative AI to
Yeah.
do work that people did originally, saying it'll be more efficient, quote unquote. Which I have a lot of problems with that, because if you look at Xbox over the last 5 years, efficiency is something they just don't have. They're-
No.
100%.
The Xbox Game Studios, the developers have been struggling, whether it's the in-house Xbox 343/Halo, whatever it is, but even Bethesda, there's
Elder
been
Scrolls 6, guys. One day, Elder Scrolls 6.
yeah.
It'll be a
Right.
decade.
So just like look at their releases over the last couple of years. You can look at, even though it was kind of fun, Avowed had a lot of issues. Redfall actually was
Oh.
horrendous.
Yeah.
Starfield was a nothing game. Like, they have had an absolutely horrendous development cycle. So they're thinking if they go this route, they'll be more efficient and things will be completed, not realizing that if you're replacing humans with AI, you're not sure the thing might be done. It's also going to be soulless. There's going to be
Mhm.
there's going to be nothing to it. And they're going to be in the same exact position in the beginning of their next console where it's going to
That's
be the same deal.
Multi was on the same line as you. More efficient when
Yeah.
it comes to things just means soulless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For more context around the layoffs, this is the fourth major mass layoff in the last 18 months for Xbox specifically. Because I remember back in May, there was more layoffs. I think that was around
Yeah.
6,000 actually. And in
Yep.
terms of games being shelved, Rare got hit with layoffs. I'm reading like a summary from Reddit. Everwild, a Rareware
Yep.
game that they were working for a couple years now, has been canceled. In fact, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure the actual lead behind Banjo Kazooie left Xbox.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
gone. He left
Straight
because
up.
how bad it is. The Perfect Dark remake, or the I
Yep.
guess reimagining, completely
Reimagining, yeah.
canceled. Yeah, that got shown out a couple years ago. That is now canceled and shelved. And I think
Completely canned.
Xbox also said several unannounced projects have also been shelved, which
Mhm.
could mean remember that Banjo Kazooie guys? Yeah, that ain't happening.
And if
But
I could
yeah,
just add to this to even make it worse,
yeah.
that after all of this came out, it was maybe 48 hours later, something from Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, was posted where he said Xbox is like, I forget the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of like Xbox is
It's been
stronger than
stronger.
ever.
Yes.
And
Raise you up, Brian. That wasn't 48 hours. That was within the same time. I remember seeing that. That was in the same hour of all the layoffs happening.
oh, that was the same hour?
Yeah, I remember seeing that as it was happening on Blue Sky.
I saw it like a day or two after.
Nah, that was the same time, bro. It was
That's
bad.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
No, Phil Spencer
Uh,
needs to be removed from Xbox 100%. He's absolutely killing Xbox. He needs to be removed.
Yeah, it's really bad. I think the Forza Motorsport series is also pretty much gonna get shelved at this point, from what I heard from the Team 17. I think it's Team 10 or Team 17. I think Team 17 staff
I think so, yeah.
members. Yeah, Motorsport is dead. We're just gonna have Horizon from now on. Don't worry, guys. Xbox is doing good. Xbox is doing good. Maybe
Oh
that's
yeah,
You know
why
what's
so
really
they
gonna
want
happen
to be a
here?
publisher now.
They are also gonna be doing a full bank on Halo.
Yeah.
so
Because with the Halo
multi
rebrand, they have a Halo Combat Evolve remake apparently in the works, and then the new actual like original standalone game that I believe I think it's confirmed that it's a continuation of Infinite, which is terrible because that story was trash. But you know, sure.
Yeah, do what I gotta do, you know.
you gotta
Yeah.
do what you gotta do, bro.
Just turn the Halo 3 servers back on, dude. Just
So
just turn Xbox 360 back on.
multi
we're
has a
good.
good point here. I do also want to point out that if they were using AI for things now when they were so inefficient before, what is the AI going to be trained to do?
Ooh.
By who? With what data? If it's trained off failure data, that would be wild. And if they were super
Microsoft does not have
inefficient,
that foresight.
no,
Well,
no, they
okay,
don't.
no, I wanna actually throw one little caveat into that, where it's like, okay, so if you're thinking of it that way, yes, obviously their AI is gonna be trash because it's gonna be learning off of failure, right?
Copilot, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But you also need to understand a vast majority of AI today is used off of stolen work.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're just feeding it other stuff and not saying anything, because
Yeah.
once it learns it, that's it. It's over.
It's
So
in the data set already, yeah.
exactly.
You know what it
So
is
they could
too?
very easily just be teaching it off of anything.
No,
If
you
also I
guys.
want to point out, guys, like we already have an example of Microsoft's AI being used in product software. It's just called Windows 11.
True.
True. I was gonna throw something else out too. When you look at, they can literally take their AI for the games, run it across the all of their games specifically, right? Then cross that with
Oh,
how popular the games are, run a feed off all public information and critiques about their games, and then
Didn't we see
poof.
something like that
Yeah, we
by
did.
Microsoft?
Yeah,
they
we
did.
did.
All it did was make a really trashy looking ripoff of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to give it to the humans to polish out. The few humans that are there.
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
I mean, and that's the other
ass,
thing.
bro.
You gotta also remember, if Xbox is gonna use their owned IPs to train an AI system, they own a lot of IPs now between
Yes,
dead
Bethesda,
IPs.
Activision,
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard, King. Like they have a lot
Speaking
of stuff.
Speaking of King,
Let's sandwich. Let's segue into King real fast and
Yeah, what's this King stuff?
Wilson.
in gamesindustry.biz, sources suggest that staff laid off at King will be replaced by AI tools they helped to create.
Hello, Whizzles.
So you know
Whizzles.
that one game called Candy Crush that made $1 billion last year?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A lot of those staff are getting laid off because you're doing too good at your job. You're doing
Yep.
too good. You're making too much money. We need to make more money. So you're
Literally.
getting shelled with AI.
Yep.
Yep. Fun times. So remember that saying, "Oh, don't worry, people are not gonna get fired. Your jobs are not gonna get replaced by AI." No, obviously not. Well, here's the result.
They
Obviously,
lied.
we're gonna get replaced.
They
Wow,
lied.
corporations lied. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. Who could have seen that coming? Everyone.
I didn't see it coming.
I also just
Wow.
skimming through this.
Just kidding.
King has been experimenting with AI tools for a while now and purchased the AI firm Peltarian. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. But they bought an AI firm in 2022.
Yeah. That's why there's so many duplicates.
I think.
King is so popular. That's why there's so many duplicates. Is they're probably pushing AI content to these other people as templates and being like, "Hey, do something with this."
And yeah, I haven't played Candy Crush in over a decade, so I don't even know if there is even
I've never-
AI
I've never
assets.
played it, but
No,
I
I'm
played
talking
Fly
like
Away.
you know how there's so many of the copycat games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they probably
Oh.
used the AI to copy their game into something else, gave that to other people.
This is actually like a little worse than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I was expecting like programming and designers, right? The playtesting bot we've developed gives designers prior to releasing a level an understanding of what the game experience for the player.
Not even QA is safe, dog. That's crazy.
Not
It is
even
AI bot to test it. That is awful.
So you're using an AI bot to make a game, and then you're gonna
Wow.
use an AI bot to check out how the game, like do the play test of the game. Like, oh my goodness.
We're gonna
'Cause, like-
AI the full stack? That's crazy.
Like wanting to like switch out programmers for AI, I don't agree with it at all. But like I can understand the logic because programming is logic
Code,
and it's a computer.
yeah.
So if you teach it to understand code and how functions work, that makes sense at least. It's bad, but it makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Play testing a game,
That's so
sure,
funny.
it can maybe look for bugs and checks, but it's not going to understand the fun factor. It's a computer.
Yeah.
It won't know if a game is fun.
Yeah, so it won't know what edge cases are, because that's the point of edge cases.
Right.
Right.
That's the point.
That's okay. Any game that comes out with that, I guarantee you, clip this, mark my words, it's going to be a 1 out of 10. It's going to be a terrible game. It's going to be bad.
It's gonna be worse than an asset flip.
Because it's not even going to be like, oh, it's mindless fun. There, I guarantee you, will be no fun.
That's cool. I didn't even know
All right.
about that. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm reading through this right now, and yeah,
Back to Xbox.
Mm.
The same day when all the layoffs happened, this is a Kotaku article saying Xbox invites developers to an AI roundtable the same day it does
Yeah.
mass layoffs. So the reason why all the mass layoffs occurred, I believe, was 4% of all of Microsoft.
Yeah.
The reasoning why, even though they're making record profits this year, it's everything. The company is healthy, right? The corporation is
Mhm.
healthy. The reason why is most because they want to have more funding for Copilot/AI. That's the
Yeah.
reason.
Mhm.
So coincidentally, probably not coincidentally, there was an AI roundtable that day saying, "Hey, please check out Copilot. We have AI agents to replace those humans. Those humans
Yep.
at your jobs. You can have less people, less people to worry about, less risks. I guess. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah. I
but
mean, and also we have to remember there wasn't long ago that they mentioned of implement. I think it was the last Xbox showcase, implementing
was.
Copilot onto Xbox.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
actually, Copilot will be coming to the consoles, which is
that's terrifying.
gross.
Yes.
It's a screen record. Windows recall, but now it's Xbox
God.
recall. We're gonna be
No.
You know what? If
capturing
it's
your entire
it better
console,
save
bro.
my clips.
Nah. it's gonna screenshot every frame. That's it.
Oh God, I don't
It's
even
screen-
have that. I don't have enough space on my console already.
Right?
Because remember that saves locally.
Yep. Because privacy, guys.
Okay, so let's.
Privacy
Was
at
there
your
any?
expense.
Was there anything else on this Xbox stuff that we need to talk about?
I think that is a long and short of it. There's still a lot of damage happening, a lot of things are still being uncovered. I
Yeah.
believe the co-founder of Doom, I don't think it's like the direct guy, but the person who
Mhm.
worked alongside the original Doom had a, I guess, indie-ish studio. They're about to work on their first like AA or AAA game with
Oh
Microsoft.
yeah.
So they had
Yeah.
this deal with Microsoft, and unfortunately, they got axed. All their funding got axed, meaning the studio
Yep.
is now gone.
Yep.
because
I
of
did
Brian.
this-
see that.
Oh
this
yeah.
news side.
I saw that actually. I know I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like literally the
forgot his
day
name.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan, can you check chat for me for just a sec? It's the pinned message in chat.
Let me
In
scroll back
my
up.
Twitch chat.
Oh, I don't have Twitch open. Hang on.
Dead internet theory
Was there a
coming
mental
after
issue?
gaming.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess the next thing that
Yeah.
I would like to talk about is
Oh, okay. I see it.
no
Thank
no
you,
no no
Multi.
no. Can we wait on that one and let's talk the game that drops and then go into that other stuff.
Oh, the game drops.
Yeah.
That.
So next up is gonna be DK Bonanza talk coming out. I honestly, it looks really good, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it just yet. Like there's so
Same
many
here.
like, and if I do get it, I don't know that I'm going to stream it. So it just makes
Yeah.
it even more of a do I actually want to get it right now? If I get it as a gift, that's fine. I'll play it. But I don't think right now that I am gonna go out of my way to go get it with like everything else on my docket to play right now.
Yeah.
Looks like a peak game, but I probably won't be getting it day one. Probably holiday season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
consider
gonna
getting it.
definitely. Like when we have some more money.
I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I can't get it right now. But when I do get a Switch 2, I will get it because it does look very fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see DK in the spotlight again.
Yeah.
Proper 3D platformer DK. Oh,
I can't
yes,
wait to see a game though where it's like it's in the same vein as DK, but it's based off of the lives of the NPCs. So like you have the Koopas and you got to survive. You got to avoid Mario. You got to avoid
Oh God.
Think the the creatures the enemies viewpoints of Mario World.
Bro,
Or
it's
Wonders,
a
not
horror
World.
game.
Not
Yeah, I
World,
was gonna say,
Wonders.
it's the hardest horror game ever. You're the Goomba from Mario Bros. 1-1.
No.
The very first Goomba.
No.
The one that started it all.
Fact.
Yeah.
Cool fun fact. I think there was an Ask the Developer interview about DK Bonanza that dropped yesterday. And I read a little bit to it. I didn't read all of it. But the whole concept of DK Bonanza came out because they were experimenting with the Mario Odyssey engine. just
Yeah.
messing
As you
around, and they
thought.
came up with the idea of let's give a Goomba big old arms and make everything indestructible.
Love it.
So
That's pretty
that's
great
where
actually.
the game came from. Just them experimenting in engine, see what's fun, and then like, you know what, let's make a DK game.
I love it.
I did see that DK's development started like immediately after Odyssey.
Yeah, this was another game that was meant to come out on Switch 1.
Right, yeah.
I think because of the destructible terrain, that's why they
Yep.
didn't. They took off of
Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what, guys? That's why they didn't do that, was because No Man's Sky came out, and people were complaining about it on the
Yeah.
Switch so bad because of the
It's-
terraforming.
Yeah, dude, the Switch 1 is, remember, it's a 2015 Android tablet CPU. It's not
Right.
it's really
Yeah.
not all that. There ain't much horsepower to work with.
No, not at
Next,
all.
next though, less hype. Mario Party
you mean?
Switch 2 Jamboree DLC. I'm not hyped for, simply because I am not gonna be a
$20,
fan
bro.
of the Joy Cons being used as the mouse controls, and then the fact that, like, I don't know how, like, if half the mini games are gonna be needing the camera, then there's no
It's probably
point.
gonna be half.
If that's the case, unless they have it set up where you can get it for free, I'm probably not gonna grab that, just because
That'd be fire if you could put an NSL. It's probably not gonna happen though.
Mhm.
Probably would have said it by now.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, why would they not put that as an NSO thing?
Nintendo's really weird when it comes to like DLCs on NSL, because you got like Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, which is a fire immaculate DLC. But then
Right.
Cyodor is not on there for some reason, even though it makes perfect sense
Yeah,
to put it there.
that's true.
complete sense. Yeah,
Yes, and then it just
Because
did.
they have all of,
of course, of
they
course,
have
of
Mario
course, complete
Kart
sense.
and all the Animal Crossing DLC.
Yeah.
Like that's all on there.
Of course. It's just
Then they
it's,
just
it's,
don't do
peak,
it.
it's fine.
Dude,
Nintendo's just doing Nintendo. You guys,
They're
Nintendo-
dumb. They're
You
dumb.
can never predict them, because the second you
No.
got an idea, like,
But
okay,
see-
I think they're gonna do this, they do the complete opposite
Guys,
thing.
guys, but
Yeah, they're
but
stupid.
your enemies can't know what you're going to do if you don't know what you're going to do yourself. That's what Nintendo's
guess.
thought process is.
I feel like when they're
Because
like,
like,
this is gonna be the new
NSL, I'll copy
project.
immediately.
I feel like when they make a new project, they throw it into like one of those like bingo card things. That
Yeah.
They just like pull out. It's like, okay, what is gonna be on NSO today? This?
Yeah.
All right, that goes on.
I haven't got Nintendo,
One
man.
Goomba to rule them all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Speaking of
Yeah,
Nintendo,
I played Jamboree. I played all the maps when I was at my parents' house because my brother has it, and
Yeah.
that was it. So I don't care about the DLC.
that's fair.
Yeah, Jamboree
Poke.
is fun, but it's only when you have like a group of people. That's it. I'm never gonna play it solo.
Agreed. I definitely feel like when I have a full party in Jamboree for my streams, it goes hard. It goes
Yeah.
funny. There are clips. It is a moment. Especially when we look at the very end and you see my thing go up and down and up and down and up and down, as every single time I get a fucking star, somebody decides to steal it from me. Christine.
Wild.
She made the comment at the very beginning whenever I said I didn't want to get the Jamboree, that it was because I sucked at the game.
But think about it. You can play Mario Kart Jamboree Switch 2 Edition at 4K.
Wilson, are you gonna play with me? Are you gonna hop in my streams and play?
$20 is $20. I don't even want to. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna wait until it comes out and let people
Yeah.
judge all the mini games and see how many mini games there are. Then I
That's-
might
that's
think
smart.
about it.
That's actually
Yeah,
a really
that's
good thing.
smart.
How many mini games there are?
Pokemon Presents.
Pokemon Presents is coming up, I believe, next Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yes, I think it's regular
Ooh.
time, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Bro, that sucks. I'm gonna be working that day, so I have to get up super early to watch the direct, and then go to work at like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Insane.
I'm pretty sure it's all gonna be grounded next week for me. So and
Nice.
that's the start of my stream.
Peak. Yeah, no, Pokemon Presents coming up. There are some like safe predictions. We got Legend ZA, obviously. Maybe some Pokemon Champions. I'm praying for a Unite Switch 2
dude,
edition.
Champions, I need some more stuff about. I need
We need a
some news
release
on
date.
Champions. I
I
need
think
Yeah.
it'll be a big game because ever since the release date, ever since the Switch 2 came out, Champions has been on front page on the Nintendo eShop. They're considering this
really?
a big game. It hasn't
yeah.
moved at all yet.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're betting a lot on this. If it's been on the front page for a solid month.
Okay, yeah,
It'll be-
then we're definitely gonna get something about it
Yeah.
at the direct,
Like
at the present.
More
I'm
for
hoping
sure.
guys.
that they show Z moves, Gigantamax. I want everything.
Hear me out. Hear me
Yeah.
out. Hear me out, guys. They shadow drop a game.
Shadow Drop will go wild.
That would
'Cause
actually
there's
be
no-
insane.
This game has 0 release date, not even a release year.
And that's what I'm
I might
saying.
I might actually bring my Switch to work if they shadow drop it that day.
That'd be wild. So I'm hoping there's a lot of cool stuff, but
Multi.
guarantee those 2 things.
Um,
Not gay, but oh my god, multi.
and then the same thing that we've been saying all day. Nintendo Direct when?
Okay, there was
There's
a
rumor
a
next
rumor.
week.
Yeah, they said, I think it was from the Nate the Hate podcast. Shout out to him. I think he said at the latter half of July after DK Bonanza drops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So either next week or the week after. Because
I
like
heard
the
I saw
Nintendo financial
some-
results is at August 1st, I believe.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I saw some people on Blue Sky were talking. They were saying next Thursday there's a big prediction, which means we'll find out Wednesday because Nintendo.
Yeah.
They'll tell you the day before and be like, oh, by the way, tomorrow morning 9 a.m. we're doing a direct.
I can see a
Bro,
back-to-back direct with like
I-
Pokemon
yeah.
Tuesday and Nintendo on Wednesday.
Yeah. I
that'd be
totally
weird,
could
though,
see
'cause
that.
They always do Thursdays.
Yeah, no, it would be
True.
Thursday. Not. I feel like it would wait.
Like
did
they've
they-
been so consistent about
To
that.
be
That's
fair,
one
the
thing I
Switch
don't
2
think they're gonna
direct was a
break.
Wednesday.
That's
But
true,
that
but I
was-
think that's because that was different.
Yeah,
was
that was
specifically
different.
for the console. That wasn't really
Yeah.
talking about like just games. I feel like that needed its own like special day for that. But their actual
Yeah.
regular directs are always on Thursdays now.
Okay.
Strange.
Let's move into Wilson, your thing, not the movement, but the microtransactions.
The microtrans. Oh yeah. Okay. So,
yeah.
can you pull it up on stream real quick?
Yeah, give
Just
me a
when you
sec.
guys didn't think microtransactions could get worse.
There was
Hold up,
a
just one
very
sec.
silly thing that happened over I think it was last week. Oh no, 2 weeks ago now. Bam.
Yeah.
Wild.
Microtransactions reach new level of hell once thought impossible with buy now, pay later options, interest-free bi-weekly payments, or long-term monthly installments.
Yeah, guys, you wanna finance your skin in Fortnite? Well, now you
You wanna-
can.
You guys want to go into debt for microtransactions?
You
To be
can do
fair,
that
it's
now.
also for full games, but either way, I wouldn't recommend doing any of those things.
Yeah, no. Microtransactions having a monthly installment is one of the worst things ever because my biggest concern with that is that's going to give them a justification to raise the prices even more.
Bro, doesn't Call of Duty have like $40 skins or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But and
So,
that's my point. Like, okay, here's I don't know exactly who, like, which company is pushing this forward, is putting this
I think
idea out there.
Xsola is a finance company. Xzola.
Okay, so it's not like an actual game development company that's deciding.
No,
this.
it's like
No.
a technology you can use to implement it. It's like a payment
Okay,
processor.
gotcha. Because my first thought on this is like, if you look at something like Valorant, their bundles are like $120,
Yeah. Obscene.
and those I could easily imagine some people being like, "Oh, I'll get that out of 4 months.
Guys,
I'll pay
don't-
$25."
Don't get cosmetics for video games, y'all. It's not worth it.
No, honestly, at this point,
no,
yeah,
no,
Unless it's
no.
Miku Fortnite,
And-
I
and
got it.
that's the thing, guys. Reading this too, guys. They're loan sharks. They are literally just loan sharks. It says
Yeah.
it offers its loans at 0 to 36% APR,
Interest,
Mi-
bro?
meaning that your $50 purchase can cost you up to $53. And if it takes you even longer than that, if you miss payments, it'll be even more than the typical.
Yeah.
Like, you do it this way, you are paying more than what you would be paying outside of that, because now you're paying them interest.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's how this stuff usually works.
How they make
And-
money.
But-
And I saw that
Multi-
it does say that it uses a firm for which is a very common
Mhm.
payment plan company. I've used them in the past for larger payments, like things that were $400 plus, not
Yeah.
a $20 cosmetic. And they're one of those companies that is like, if you pay it completely on time, you're usually fine. You miss a
Yeah.
payment, you're screwed because their interest is
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get these younger people who are gonna be like, oh, I want the Fortnite bundle, or I want this bundle in COD, or I want this bundle in whatever, and it's $50, and
But I
they're
don't
gonna get it, and they're gonna be like, okay, I got paid off in 4 months, no big deal, that's easy, and then they're
See,
gonna screw themselves.
Multi makes a very good point, and why I think that this kind of thing needs to be illegal. But imagine the people with video game and gambling addictions; they're going to be taken
this is
advantage of so
absolutely
hard on this.
targeted to them. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. All the people who do like the Counter-Strike cases and stuff,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be terrible for that.
Yes,
People are gonna have their
Gelato.
credit get shot because of this.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
and
that's-
well, you
they're
also
doing
got to
that.
remember this, that for this is only American based.
Yeah.
And credit is
Yeah.
something. Your credit is score is something that's only American.
Yeah, it's an American only thing.
So-
yeah.
So yeah.
That's a new
with,
hellscape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With that,
Yeah,
speaking of hellscapes,
nobody do that.
Yeah, don't do
buy
that. I don't
those.
recommend it. I don't recommend.
Just don't buy cosmetics anymore. Honestly.
So-
Unless it's Miku in Fortnite, then it's valid.
some Miku in Fortnite is not valid.
Oh man.
No. It's not valid. I
Kaiju-
respect Miku.
hold up,
I
hold up,
think
hold up,
Miku
though.
is cool.
Kaiju
No.
number 8 in Fortnite is valid though.
But Hank Hill though.
damn it.
But Hank Hill though. Hear me out.
Hank Hill. Okay. All right.
He's goaded. He's goaded.
He's goaded.
So guys,
Uh,
let's talk about this last topic before we get into our upcoming games wish list thing.
Yeah.
This topic, guys, is something that I know the overarching story, but we're about to dive a little bit into it because we are game devs, and so this is
Mhm.
important for us and affects us as well. So, Ryan and Wilson, you guys are going to take this off because I can simply give my opinion, but I don't have the information like you
Mhm.
guys do.
Yeah, that's
Bet.
fair. Wilson, you wanna go ahead?
I'll introduce it. All right.
Yeah.
So, you might have heard of a streamer slash game developer known as Pirate Software. He's a massive Twitch and YouTube streamer talking about game dev slash I guess just chatting streams is a better way to
Yeah.
put it.
Yeah.
Recently there was an initiative, not really recently, but there is an initiative going on called Stop Killing Games, where the whole purpose is to make sure that in in legal writing that games can be not really preserved, but won't be delisted and killed, as in their servers are offline. Once you publish a game, once you're sold a game, you should be allowed to own the game, to keep the game, being able to play the game even though the game is no longer active.
Can I put a little bit of 2 cents on this? I did do a little bit of research on Stop Killing Games.
Go ahead.
So, Stop Killing Games, their main thing is so think of MMOs. When an MMO dies and you're a huge fan of it, we'll talk. I think a good one to talk about would be Destiny 1. When Bungie shuts down, they're saying that they need to make games like Destiny 2 into games that are playable offline, in a sense. Like when the company goes under, they need to retroactively make these games so that they will continue being able to be played after the company gets shut down. And like
just
you
leave
said,
it in
Wilson,
a playable state.
yes, it needs to be left in a playable state. if somebody has paid money for your game, then it needs to be left in a playable state. This would basically be counteracting a lot of the stuff that AAA companies are doing right now, in the
Yeah.
sense of like they just ripped one of these games that were off of the. I think it was Sony ripped a game off of their site recently, like this year.
I think the infamous one's like PT, right?
What was PT?
PT was one of the big ones. That was a Silent Hill game that was
Silent
coming
Hill,
out.
yeah.
I want to say that
Yeah.
was probably almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And it was this demo that was super super good. People were super excited for it, and they just, I don't remember the exact story, but ended up ripping it, and then the game just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
My favorite game, actually, I'm gonna rip on Nintendo over here. One of
Mhm.
my favorite mobile games of all time is Dragalia Lost. It's a
Hmm.
underrated IP. It's a top-down action RPG where you can transfer into dragons. It was a gacha game. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can rip on me as a gacha game.
It's fine. It's fine.
It was a
We've all played
top-down
gacha games,
RPG
Wilson.
with dragons. We transfer into dragons. It's like dungeon clearing on that. It was a peak game. It only lasted for a couple years, but then eventually, like the typical mobile game life cycle, it dies. And
Yeah.
once it died, I still have the APK in my phone, but I can't play it because I guess there are private servers, but there's no official way to set up a private server. This
Yeah.
initiative, what it will do is to like force a company like Nintendo or Bungie to have a official way to have the game playable at their discretion.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Yeah.
it's single
And-
player
and-
or private servers, have a
So-
way to make it
And I
playable.
do a good example of that, and I'll just piggyback off of that and go with Nintendo again.
Yeah.
For their mobile, which is Pocket
Yep.
Camp.
Yeah.
When Animal Crossing Pocket Camp was coming to an end, instead of completely just removing it and delisting it and stop with updates, they just full packaged the whole thing into a one-time purchased actual game
Yeah.
that has all of its contents in it, and that's it. And then they don't have to touch it anymore. They're
Dragalia Lost
done
got
with it.
dirty. Goddamn.
Right.
Yeah.
Rip. But yeah, that's
So-
a good example of Nintendo actually
what-
preserving a game.
And that's kind of like what this whole initiative is about, is to, when a game gets to that point, to give it that treatment, to
Yeah.
give it the, hey, the company doesn't want to focus on this game anymore, they don't want to promote it anymore, they don't want to put any money into it, it's done. To give it a method to have that game be accessible and playable by people
Yeah.
whenever they want,
Mm-hmm.
regardless. That's like what this whole thing's about.
Yeah.
So, this started off with a situation around The Crew, this game. After
Ubisoft,
severe player backlash fueled by part of the Stop Killing Games initiative, according to PC Gamer, Ubisoft promised to add an offline mode to The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest, though the discontinued The Crew was not mentioned. Basically, they took a game offline and didn't do anything about it. Like they were just like, all right, we're taking this game, gone. And
yeah, if you bought it, you just can't play the game anymore.
now, so recently, and to piggyback off of that thing, in September 2024, a new California law where this person lives was signed that forces digital storefronts to disclose that the user is getting after making a transaction to access digital goods, making it illegal to use the term buy and purchase while only providing a license that can be revoked at any time, a practice
Yep.
common among digital
That's good.
storefronts. The law
Because,
does
like,
not
it's-
extend to games that can be played offline permanently.
Yeah,
The law
because
came
with
into
like digital games, that's
Yeah.
how it is. Like you never were owning a game with these digital
Yeah.
storefronts, Nintendo, Xbox, Steam.
Yep.
You were never owning a game. It was always a digital license. You can always be banned for doing, unlawful content.
Yeah,
and
you'd
then
be
you have
ban, they could
shit.
revoke your access, they could just
Yeah.
straight up delist it, and that's
Yeah.
just that is what it is, because
The
you
law
don't
is good.
physically own it. So,
Yeah.
So-
that is actually a good law that I think should be implemented a little bit more
Yes.
nationwide when it
So-
comes to this digital market front that we have.
Stop Killing Games is actually it's going currently through UK Parliament.
Yeah.
He is
Mhm.
pushing it through so many different avenues that he can. He's basically
Mhm.
pushing it as far as he possibly can. Um, and
I
I
think currently they
guess,
still need
yeah,
more signatures because they have gone
yes,
over their 1 million goal, but since a lot of people can do fake signatures, they want to reach 1.4 million signatures just in case there's a couple bad apples in the bunch.
hmm
We can't sign it
Yeah.
obviously because we're US based, but if
yeah.
Yep.
any of y'all are, EU based, I
Mhm.
plead to you, please sign it.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
leading into that, there comes a huge controversy that has sparked up
Mhm.
around this because the little bit of the information that I know of, right? So we can just pick up off of that. Um, Pirate Software had made a comment about not really being for this or that
Mhm.
reason. He was very dismissive about it. And then it was when it first came out, right? Now,
Yeah.
the dude, Scott, recently had to push a little bit harder because the comment that the I guess a clip where Pirate Software was talking very dismissive about Stop Killing Games started surfacing, and it was killing the momentum that he had. And so he
Yeah.
came out and made a video. He's like, I didn't want to do this, but I did see his video around that. And he's like, I don't really know where this is coming from, but I really need to put this out there because it's actually killing the movement completely.
Yeah. There was like
Because
traffic data that showed when the video came out, hit the
yeah,
overall momentum and search terms for Stop Killing Games hit like a nose dying cliff after that video came
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then more recently, it has it has spiraled out of control. So what exactly happened?
So, pretty much with the whole Pirate Software thing with Stop Killing Games, he kind of just fundamentally misunderstood what's the goal of Stop Killing Games was about.
Hmm.
Mhm.
He thought that the whole purpose of this movement was to hardcore, like fundamentally change some games in order to fit a offline metric. So an
Hmm.
MMO example,
Yeah,
multiplayer online, you gotta play in an online setting. Makes
World
sense.
of
Well,
Warcraft.
yeah, World of
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Which is
What
what he
he,
plays.
yeah, what he thought this initiative would do was so that they have to fundamentally rebalance and convert the game to a single player game, which is not the goal of the initiative. The initiative's goal is to, on the producers or directors discretion, make the game left in a playable state. You could still
Yeah,
have World of Warcraft the same way it is, just make private servers. It's
Yeah,
up to a
exactly.
game by game basis, pretty much what's best suited for that game.
change it from being
Yeah.
cloud based to being server or being
Yeah,
server based.
like server
Like
based,
Yeah,
like private
and
what?
what
servers.
really like came out of it was so he had that misconception,
Yeah.
but what made a lot of people, myself included, very
Mhm.
upset and disappointed with Pirate Software was when he was corrected on it multiple times, he would double down.
Yeah, that's not.
Instead,
Yeah, he just
he
keeps
has
doubling, tripling down.
his ego was too or is too inflated or something that he's just incapable of admitting he was wrong about it,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
he keeps doubling down on his opinion, which is going to continue to do damage to the Stop Killing Games movement. And instead of just saying, oh, sorry guys, I misunderstood it,
that's all
even
he had
if
to say.
he's still not for it, that's fine. He
Yeah.
could still he all he has to literally say is I'm still not on board with it, but I misunderstood it. This is actually what it's about, and put the legitimate information out there.
Yeah,
And then it's fine. He can have his opinion, but
Yeah.
he doesn't do that. And instead
there was
he's just
another
doubled,
clip.
tripled down, and he's just the way he behaves is very
Yeah,
childish
he's
when it
so
comes
petty.
to that. He yes, extremely.
There was
And
another clip recently where this is more recent era, not like a year ago era,
mm,
um where the initiative finally passed the 1 million signatures, and it was
yeah.
brought up to him, and he's like, "Oh, congrats! I hope you don't get what you want." Like, bro, just
Yeah.
Yeah, and
why is he so petty?
I
Yeah.
think
No,
that
he's
comment
just
would
being a
piss me
child.
off. I'm
Yeah, like
sorry.
Like, what's wrong with this dude?
No, he's literally just gotten into this like crazy ego trip of himself where he just won't admit fault, and instead is just
So
kind of like
All I have to say
crying
is,
about it that
I
everybody's yelling
misunderstood.
at him.
I
what
hope everything
exactly?
goes well, and that's it. Story's over.
So
Yeah.
wait, you're saying he's going on an ego trip, but I don't exactly understand what you mean by that. What do you mean by he's going on an ego trip? Like he's not.
That
It,
he just can't be wrong.
He can't admit fault at all.
so
Like
He always
what's
he's
he
does
just
get it right.
no
saying then?
matter what he's doubling and tripling down on his initial opinion on Stop Killing Games, that it's bad, that it's doing all these terrible things, that it's, and everybody is coming to him and being like, no, this is actually what the movement is. It doesn't fundamentally change the game. It doesn't do anything. It's not going to ruin your game.
Read. Learn how to read.
Just
Learn
read
how
the
to
thing
read.
just a little bit and just understand it. And he would and his literal responses are, no, eat my ass.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
That,
okay,
I remember
dude,
that clip too. Yeah, that's wild.
just go screw yourself. Like
Wow.
after his entire behavior with this, I've completely like unsubscribed from him and stopped watching him because
That's
I'm just like,
wild.
dude, like,
I don't get it.
and
I don't get it.
yeah, it's just there's been a couple times throughout like his whole like channel where I've
That's
been like a little like, okay, he complains about this, but yet he's playing World of Warcraft, and it's like that's kind of alone a countering to his opinions on some things.
I
but
will
it's, like,
Okay.
say
fine.
there is a whole another arc going on with his Heartbound game in general, but I don't think we should go into that because that's his own little spear.
That is, and all it does is really just kind of solidify a little bit more
Yeah.
of like he thinks one way but is doing this, and it there's a
Yeah.
lot of hypocrisy in
Yeah. That's the
he's
word.
confidently
existence.
incorrect about a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that was Multi's statement.
Correct.
Yeah, so after this whole situation, I've completely just like stopped paying attention to him because I'm like, this dude, while he has said a lot of good
Unfortunate.
things over the years, and he's had like really good clips, he's been very
Yes.
like heavy in promotion to
Yes.
indie development, very very good stuff. But right now, at the point you're at, to behave like a 5-year-old and just not admit that you were just wrong.
It's so easy to just close this
just-
whole story. Just
dude,
admit
My
wrong and
bad.
that's it.
I misunderstood. This is actually what it's about. That's it.
I
Say
get you.
that
Just gotta
and we'll-
read.
But instead, he's just coming out with just saying like, "Oh, eat my ass." Is just like, okay, you're just a child, and I'm
Yeah.
not watching you anymore.
I don't get it, bro. This is. I didn't comment on social media because I was still like waiting for this story to culminate. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it just keeps going. It's just like how is
No,
it still
yeah.
how is it still ongoing?
I have not really kept up with him. I think I was more into the ferret sanctuary he was doing with other people.
That's fire.
That's fair.
That is kind of clean though. Not gonna lie.
Well,
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like the dude's completely awful.
No.
It's not like he does
I
all
think-
bad things. It's
I
just this
think-
is a very bad example of like you are a big voice in the indie game industry.
It's very
you're a-
disappointing.
yeah, it's just you're a very big person in this space, and to behave like that and talk like that sets a really bad example for a
yeah,
lot of indie developing. So
yes,
it's
it
like,
does.
you need to understand where your place is and the level of eyes that you have on you, the influence that you have on the industry in our space in indie, that you have to take responsibility there. I'm not
Yep.
saying you
Mhm.
have to be like the ringmaster and
You
keep
know,
everything in order, but like people are gonna see you before they see us, and
he's not.
you need to understand that.
I think you know what it is. He since he's gotten to the position where he's at, he has. It's come to my realization that he lacks humility.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
can't think of
Yep.
too many moments where he's been humble about something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
the biggest thing.
And if
Mr.
you think
15
about-
years at Blizzard,
Yeah, he definitely
I
doesn't
do
want you to
remember-
forget that.
Yeah.
I don't wanna rack on the guy, okay? I don't think that what he's doing
Oh, I
right
am.
now is very good, but
Yeah, I'll brag on him all day.
I
This dude needs
don't
to be humbled.
Yeah.
I agree, but
Ego
I
check.
I think that when it comes to we keep it to this situation and
Yeah.
we don't bring up other things because people like yeah he
There's a
worked at
lot
Blizzard
going on,
for
yeah.
he did work at doing that for a while but he hasn't been in that scene for a while and if we keep bringing that up to him as or bringing it up as like oh man you worked there for that's long then he's going to keep using it against us.
The
I
problem
think
is that like he's the guy that keeps bringing up. Oh, by the
I
way, I have
know.
this. Yeah,
A-
Okay.
that's the
And
issue.
I think what really people have an actual problem with, it's not that you worked at Blizzard. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people that
like who
worked at
gives a
Blizzard.
shit?
I've talked to
Yeah.
people who worked at Blizzard. They're great.
Same.
It's not that you worked at Blizzard. It's that he has the
keeps
way his
showing
ego
off.
is, the way he talks, the way he behaves, and all that. But he was given the position because his dad worked at Blizzard.
Nepo
He
baby.
didn't
Yeah.
have to go through the same hard process that every other dev goes
Yeah.
through. His dad worked there and got him a spot. He just walked in.
Yeah.
He'll block you. You say nepo baby, but like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I
literally
saw
what
that.
it is.
Yeah.
So, okay. I like Multi's comment, but I do think that I don't like the I don't like what's going on
True,
with
though.
this. Honestly, it just feels like
Me
it's
neither.
the
I
whole
hope for the
stop.
best to stop killing games, but
Yeah.
like the whole Pirate Software, I don't know what he's doing, bro.
I think that
Yeah,
there's probably something going on behind. I would like to hope that there's just something going on behind the scenes that is causing him to react this way. But I do think that he
I don't think so. I
has.
think he's just
If
like
he's
that.
worked in Blizzard, then he's probably thinking at things from a dev perspective, but has the old old you can't teach old dogs new tricks kind of mentality. And
Mm.
so he's not wanting people to think about or he's wanting people to understand like when it comes to MMOs and that's what he's stuck on is thinking about having
Which
to
is
turn
ironic because
World
MMOs
of
has the most
Warcraft.
simplest solution.
Yeah,
Pirate servers.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, literally.
but
There's nothing fundamentally
That's all
gotta
I.
change.
It's all I want with his situation specifically is I want him to just kind of come to the senses.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
it. Like I don't hate Pirate Software by any means. I
Mhm.
think, like I said earlier, he's done a lot of good when it comes to the indie scene.
yes.
As far as like pushing people to create games, pushing people to be creative, he's done a lot of great when it comes to that, and that
A
can't
lot
be
of good
taken
game
away.
jams as well. Like
Yeah, the
he's
game
done a
jams,
lot of
like
good.
he's done a lot of great stuff when it comes to the indie scene.
Yes.
His behavior right now is just inexcusable, and I don't think no matter how much good you've done, you're immune to this criticism. And I think this
Also,
criticism
not only that,
needs to
he is
be
actively
out front.
harming a good thing for the industry. This is
Right,
an
But-
objective good.
Hold up.
and
Hold
based
up.
on pure misunderstanding.
Yes, I
Yes.
do want to just point out Wilson that like yes, he's harming it, but he thinks he's doing good. He's
And
not
that's
wanting
even
to
worse.
he's not
And that is what's worse because everybody has come to him with the facts of like, no, dude,
He
it's this.
refuses to admit
Yeah.
fault. And that's what makes it worse. In my
Yeah,
I get
opinion.
That's
Okay.
where the big problem is that he just won't admit that he was wrong and won't learn of what the movement is. Instead,
just-
he's just taking it at the face value of
This
what
is
he
like-
knew, and that's
Remember,
it.
this is not a new thing. This has been
No.
going on for a year.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, okay? I'm just
Fair,
playing
I
devil's
know.
advocate. But let's
So
let's
that's really all I'm at with there. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Same.
hopefully he gets some humility and can try to clean
I
this
doubt.
up because that would be really nice to see. I want us to have a little hope that happens. I doubt it,
I doubt it. Yeah.
but I
agree.
do want to hope that one day he'll kind of come to his senses because again, he's done a lot of good, but we need that check right now.
Mhm. So
yeah.
to move into a more positive thing, we each, guys, chat, we each picked a game that is on our wish list that we wanted to talk about.
Yes, sir.
If you've sat in my chat, then oh, Zuko, you good, bro? You wanted a hug? Zuko
He
wants a
wants to
hug.
know about the games.
Mine, Grounded 2, obviously. For those of
Peak.
y'all who have not been in my chat, it's gonna be Grounded 2. I'm gonna talk about Grounded 2. What about you guys?
You go first, Ryan?
Oh, mine's just Metro Prime 4.
Oh, of course.
that I have been excited for a new Metroid Prime since I finished Metroid Prime 3 on the Wii. So,
Hmm.
Hell
What are you
yeah.
Prime 4.
excited about for it, or is it just the story?
Curious to see where the story goes. The new mechanics seem interesting. I will say I've had to rewatch the trailer multiple times because I have learned the Nintendo voiceover guy sucks and absolutely kills so much of the vibe that the trailers could
Yeah.
have. Because when I
Mhm.
watched the trailers initially, I was like, this seems okay. And then I realized it's because the announcer's trash. When I was
Yeah.
able to watch it kind of ignoring him,
The
I
Nintendo
was like,
America
no, okay,
voice.
I'm seeing the level of intricacy, how interesting this could be, the way you could explore the world, these new features. I'm able to actually really see it. That guy's bad. They need to fire him.
Yeah, that guy
But
is bad.
They should
he's
hire
bad.
me, actually.
Oh
hire
yes.
hire Wilson to do all of the Nintendo voiceovers. That Wilson, you get fired right away because you curse too
I,
much.
I curse way
Oh
too much, and I keep gasping for airs when I say the Mario Kart 8.
yeah, you got to
Sorry,
say it
go
without
on.
break.
That's
That's
true.
the
You can't say the full thing
I
without gasping
can't.
for air.
Yeah, it's impossible.
so
But
But
that's it. Prime 4 for me. I mean, there's a couple other things that are coming out this year that are interesting, but that's my number one.
yeah,
I
I
think
feel that.
there's a lot of games I want to get this year, but I think the low key one for me gotta be Dragon Quest 1+2 HD remake. I
Oh,
still
that
gotta
is a
get Dragon Quest
curveball.
3.
That
I still have yet
is.
to get Dragon Quest 3, but I'm really looking forward for that Dragon Quest game. I did
Mhm.
hear some rumors saying the Switch 2 version of Dragon Quest is gonna be a game key card, which I hope it's not.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hear
good,
that.
But
gross.
I hope it's
Yeah, I
not.
heard
But I'm
that.
really looking forward to those games because I really want to get into Dragon Quest. Those games look gorgeous. Still gotta get 3 whenever I got
They
money. But I'll
they
hope for
do
that
look
one.
great.
Hope for that one.
Uh, so for you, it's like the graphics and story for that. The fact that you've played
I'm
it
a
before.
big RPG head. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love RPGs. I gotta get into the Dragon Quest. That's pretty much like the definition of an RPG, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Quest does kind of carry that kind of a weight to it, so
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I played a bit of 11. It was pretty fun.
So for me, like I said, Grounded 2. Um, things I'm definitely intrigued for is they are releasing more and more on the new enemies. Like they apparently have all the base enemies from the first game, and like
Mm.
a small variation of them. But they also have released that there's going to be scorpions.
Oh,
Um,
oh
they
no.
have they've also revamped the battle system to feel, I guess, closer. Okay, you can tell these guys were playing Elden Ring when they were making this. Um,
Yeah.
so they have full on like builds going now that you can like pick from. They have active and passive uh buffs. So that'll be really fun. Um, and then rideable bugs are going to be called buggies, and you hatch them from eggs that you steal from the nest. That's not going to traumatize anybody. Um,
Mhm.
but then the big key thing that I'm psyched for is that they have released the map details, a little bit of the map details. New areas. They're adding in like a wintry biome in the overturned ice cream trolley. Then they
Interesting.
also when it comes to the map size, they said that initial the starting area is going to be the size of the base Grounded game, and that the main map is supposed to be 3 times that size.
Oh damn.
Dang.
It is
That's wild.
going to
That's
be
wild.
huge. Now, for those of y'all or for the people that are going to be hopping in with me in 2 weeks when we like grind the hell out of this game, the devs have said they are not adding in zip lines to the base game until later on because they want to see how people progress and what they do with the without the zip lines. And for you two, The zip lines, I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory, but it makes traveling so much easier to the point they had to
Mm.
implement wasps that would aggro on you if you got too close on a zip line.
Wow.
So they're not adding those. They have actually with New Game Plus on Grounded, they added in teleports, like fast travel teleport spots. So there's a good chance they're gonna not do zip lines and just gonna do the teleport spots.
It's like typical fast travel.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a typical fast travel. It's called telepotty, and it's a toilet that teleports you to another toilet.
Nice.
So, I'm definitely hyped for that. That's gonna be next week is Grounded 1, and then the week after that on the 28th is gonna be Grounded 2.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So, I think that goes over. That is everything, right? That is
I
our
want to
end.
say yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
because
so.
you did King and Zenimax.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Good stuff.
Yeah, you guys said there wasn't a lot, and that took an hour.
To be fair, this is like 3 weeks worth of info, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
so
fair.
it's like
That's fair.
the week was quiet, but we're behind
Yeah.
because Wilson and I were sick, and yeah, we missed we tried to do these bi-weekly, so we missed a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there are
no,
ads.
it was because I had to work.
Yeah, there
you
are
have to
ads
work one
running.
week.
I had to work
Then-
the one Wednesday we were gonna do this, and then we got sick.
Yeah,
so
then we
yeah,
got
we just got
sick.
screwed.
Yeah, unfortunate.
So, and I think we
Yeah.
also skipped one because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on too.
I think
Yeah.
it's been 3 weeks since we've done one,
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
So that makes sense.
it's
So,
probably become a monthly podcast now.
no, I don't. I think that honestly, we should start doing it more bi-weekly and just like we
Yeah.
did with the end of this one, find a topic that can be either long or short that we can just finish off the stream with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
There's no upgrade pack for Dragon Quest? Oh, it's
Tear Floor.
it's-
So, if
and
there
it's a game
is,
key card? Oh, I'm crying.
Going out with Wilson for the quick crash out.
Woo!
That's
So,
unfortunate. Never mind.
I'll go ahead. I don't want to do the outro in the middle of an ad break, so this is
That's
a very tragic. So just to
I guess I could just mention one thing.
Yeah.
Been playing the new Tony
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Pro Skater
nice.
3 and 4. They're very simple. Obviously, they took out some stuff from Pro Skater 4's story, which kind of sucks. But the game is fun. It's super good.
Currently playing a lot of Unite. Someone please send help.
Currently been playing a lot of Grounded. Also send help.
Insane.
See, having to do all my work hours between like the same 3 days just kills any sort of like get super like hooked on one game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Picayune
So,
Dreams, my beloved. Fair.
I've just been
I don't know the
playing
game.
my 3DS at work more.
Nice.
So, all right, guys. Are there still ads on your end?
It says 24 seconds on the chat.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll just wait just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I got it 17 seconds.
So I guess
13.
things moving forward, we're probably like you said, we want to keep this up and doing it every other week, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're good with Fate's Twisted podcast for now until somebody can
Yeah.
come up with something better.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that kind of wraps everything up here. We don't really have anything else to go on about.
Pretty much. I gotta eat something.
Yeah.
Yes.
We took breakfast breaks between regular stream and this. Wilson
We
did not.
should. Yeah.
Wilson
I
did
should do that.
research.
I was
Yeah.
I was on research duty. I
Yeah.
did it myself. I did it to myself, unfortunately.
Yeah, he volunteered himself for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Let me go eat something good real quick. I'll make something up.
All right, everybody. So we're gonna close this off here. Everybody, go make sure that you eat, you drink, you have a great day. We will see y'all on the pot for this podcast. Not next week, but the week after on Wednesday. Me, Ryan, and
Unless
Wilson. For those,
direct happens.
right?
I mean, yeah, that
We might do it next
That
week
might
or
change
that
it.
week of the direct. But for those of y'all who are not regulars in our streams, I'm King. Ryan streams. He focuses primarily on his YouTube more than Twitch. Wilson primarily does more Twitch than YouTube. I don't even know where I'm at anymore. I'm kind of all over the place. But
that.
yeah, all three of us stream. Everybody's tag, if y'all are jumping in, Wilson and Ryan's tags are in the description too. So check them out as well. They Wilson, if you liked this kind of content, Wilson does do a lot of yapping streams.
I talk a lot.
Wilson loves talking. Ryan, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. He does not like talking.
No.
No.
And the
Listen,
nose right there give you the most personality identification. Prove my
Actually.
point. Perfect.
Damn.
But all right, guys.
He is short, sharp. No, Wilson.
No.
No.
All right, everybody.
I think the coffee's kicking in.
Right?
I
We're
need
gonna go
more,
ahead
actually.
and end off here. I will see y'all later, and have a good rest of the week, everybody.
Take care, chat.
Bye bye.